Welcome to this Wednesday edition of Vegetable Soup for Women. We're going straight to the live meditation at George Washington University tonight. In case you missed it, the whole day was in Washington, D.C., our capital, and the Venerable Monk is continuing or actually ending his visit to Washington with a meditation tonight. So we're going to join them for the next half hour. In case you missed it, we don't want you to miss out on this global loving kindness meditation for peace.
Đăng samma chare kinchi ye na vin yom Umavade yung sukino va ke mino hontu sambe santam Tu sukitanta ye ke jipana puta tita sawata varam Navase sadikawa ye mahantava manchimam Anukatula dindava ye vadindha ye jadurem Diya vidure putawa sambhave siva sambhe santam tusukitantam Rang ni kumbhe dhanati manye dhaka dhachinang kanchibya rosanam Sanyananya manya sadungamin jayamata yathani yang buatam Sae kabun dhamanurake evam visambhavute sumana sangbhavaye manang Sambalokasming manasang bhavaye aparimanang Dangato jatiriyang ca sambadang avirang asambatang Jarang niseno vasayano vayavata savigata metum Satin natin thaya brahma metang viharang itamahuditin Amma silawada sanena sampanno kame suvinaya getang Dukam basayang munare
As you listen,
Iti
try and breathe in and out
bhavasammamangalang
consciously, and
rakhantu
you might want to close your eyes and
sambhadevatam
imagine the energy of peace going out
Tanumhavena
all over
sada
the world.
soti bhavantu te bhavatu sambhamang Rakhantu sambhadevata sambadhammanubhavim Soti mavantu te mavatu sambhamangalang rakhantu sambhadevatam Sanghano bhavena sada soti bhavantu te. In our traditions, after the meditation course and after the blessings, we always say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu is sadhu. It means that I rejoice with this meritorious deed. I rejoice with this meritorious deed 3 times like that. Let us all say sadhu 3 times to get the same benefit. Sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu. Thank you, everyone. How was it? Tired?
Feeling peaceful, feeling joy, feeling relaxed.
You feel relaxed? How many of us be able to focus? That's a lot. That is a lot. That is amazing. If we be able to stay focused like that, that is what we need. That is more than what I expected. Imagine if all of us practicing mindfulness and loving kindness every day like this. This world, I don't know what to say, but I truly believe it's going to be a great place for all beings to live. And peace begins just like that. We don't need much, right? Really, we don't need much. Just like that. Loving kindness, compassion, and mindfulness together, we can change everything. We can change ourselves, our family, our neighbors, our society, our nations, and our world. If we take this and practice diligently every day, we are the greatest people in the world. We don't need to go out there to fight for peace anymore. Instead, we just fight with our mind. There's a lot of violence within this, right? All we need to do is just sit down, relax, take a deep breath, be mindful with each and every breath, and then practice loving kindness. Love yourself some, give yourself some more love, because we have been abandoned our inner child for a long time. We forgot about it. So now just take some time and give yourself some love. It needs it. If you cannot love yourself, then I really don't know who can love you, because nobody in this world can love us more than ourselves. Even the one who always tell us that I love you forever. That's not true. That is always come with a condition. But when you love yourself, you don't have any condition, because it's your life. If you truly love yourself, then stay away from doing unwholesome things and practice, try to do a lot of wholesome things. That is how you love yourself. And this world will not wait for us, that I always talk about it. We just have to take our time, utilize it, and make it beautiful, make our life beautiful, make our life usable every day, and do something to cultivate some merit for yourself that you can carry with you in this journey. After, when we die, we cannot bring anything with us, nothing that we could bring with us. All those things that we have collected, house, cars, money, gold, all those things. At the end, When we die, we have to leave everything. The only things that will go with us, which is our own karma, either bad or good. So always try to do some good things for ourselves. That is how you love yourself. And today, tonight, it marks 109 days, the end of our journey walk for peace.
What a journey! What a journey! What a journey! That's right. Give them a standing ovation. They need a standing ovation. Yes, yes, yes. Standing ovation. Bow, bow to the Messiah. Bow, bow to the Prince of Peace. Bow to the Prince of Peace. Nobody like him. Nobody like him.
Thank you so much. This is overwhelmed. I cried earlier when I walked to this Lincoln Memorial. It's just so many feelings. Seeing so many people coming out for the same goal, same mission, peace. And I can't bear those feelings. That's why I cry. So much love, so much support. And after 2,300 miles of walking, encounter of so many difficulties, a lot of injuries and illness, finally we finished our journey at the Lincoln Memorial. And tonight at this stadium with a very peaceful moment together, doing the loving kindness meditation to radiate this loving kindness to all the beings in this universe. This is a wonderful journey for me, for our venerable monks who walk with us for the last 109 days and 2,300 miles, and from all of the beings, all the people who joined us offline and online, who showed support, who walk with us in spirit every single day up until now. Thank you so much. Now I really don't know what to say next.
Nepal.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it so much for hosting us tonight for this special event. To have this much of people together to host a global event, this is a truly amazing event for all of us here. And without this place, we won't be able to do it. We pay deep gratitude to you all, and thank you so much for giving us this chance in Washington, D.C. Thank you. Do you have anything to share?
I am truly overwhelmed. I did see Aloka this morning. Good evening. My name is Colette Coleman. I serve as the Vice President for Student Affairs here at the George Washington University. I want to say thank you to the Bunties for their wisdom and for the peace they bring into the world through this walk. Thank you to our DC partners, the volunteer staff that has been serving them and taking care of them, and to the students who made today possible. I want to thank you to everyone who showed up today with openness, respect, and care. As you leave today, may you carry forward the spirit of this gathering in small and meaningful ways. Peace is built step by step, choice by choice, and person by person. Safe travels, and may peace be with all of you. Thank you from the leadership of the George Washington University, and thank you to our president and provost for being willing to host this wonderful event. Thank you.
One last message. You still wanted to see Aloka. I will try my best, okay? Walk for Peace is now ended in Washington, D.C. at the Lincoln Memorial and here, the stadium. But this journey will never end. We have to continue our walk for the rest of our life. Walk every day on this path, on this journey to turn this world into a beautiful world for all beings to live, and that is the benefits of for us and for all beings. Please remember, don't stop. Always write the message, the statement, today is going to be my peaceful day, and live with that every day. Be mindful with it, one thing at a time. That is how we change ourselves, and that is how we walk on this journey together with all the venerable monks. We will continue walking with all of you every day. Will you walk with us? Thank you so much. Let us all walk together for the rest of our life. Let's all of us make the difference. Let us all become a peacemaker. Let us all change this world together. Thank you so much. May I ask, Aloka here or not? Mr. Aloka? You want to take Aloka home? You know, I don't know about that, okay? Okay, I am not sure why, but I requested Aloka to be here with us tonight. Unfortunately, the team is keep walking back and forth, but keep shaking their head like this. So let us wait for a moment. Yeah, now that I can see all your lovers, you bring your lovers out now. You've been waiting for this moment, right? Within that 1 hour, without your phone, your hands must be really itchy. I'm so sorry. But he is now at the rest place, the night location. And so, well, look at our venerable monks one last time instead of Aloka. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, this journey has been so inspiring, so nourishing for me. And it fits right in with our Vegetable Soup for Women collection of stories to nourish your body, mind, and finances, which is why I do this show every Wednesday to promote this inspiring book. Now, we have some comments in the comment section, but I cannot translate for you. I wonder if the Ing Yi 4755 can translate for us this beautiful writing that we see here, this artistic writing. But thank you, the Ing, I can't even pronounce, for joining us tonight and sharing your language, your artistic language. I wonder if you can translate that for us. That would be helpful. But in any case, we feel the spirit of it, which I believe is very positive and loving. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I pray that you were blessed to join in this meditation with Pana Monk. And so we want to just remind everyone that is listening and here that this book that we put together, that I participated in, was meant to inspire you, encourage you, and to build you up and nourish you. But I think the monks have done that very well over the last 108 days. And so the last thing I want to talk about tonight, and if you are interested in getting a copy of this collection of stories that can nourish your body, mind, and finances, just send a Cash App to this address, $ Vieta Robinson, and I'll send you the PDF, which is the form that it's been published in. And I'm very proud and thankful to have been participating in this collection of stories after seeing a movie that was so depressing about women that I said, let's create a book. And we had 9 authors join us to input and contribute their stories to help women, especially. Now, these men who have walked over 108 days, 109 days, are considered to be very special in my book, especially the leader. I saw this leader as a return of Yeshua, the Christ. And so many spiritual signs were pointed out to me on their walk. And that's why I came to the conclusion that this man was the return of the Spirit of Christ. And for those of you who are new to Viata's Tiny House Village, I have been for the last 70 years studying, swimming in, meditating in the spirit of the Prince of Peace, Yeshua HaMashiach. I started out 70 years ago with a grandfather who was a pastor, and I was swimming in the gospel of Jesus Christ for most of my early life. And then as I grew, I started studying Hebrew, reading the Bible in English, but eventually reading it in Hebrew, which gave me a fuller understanding of the whole book. And then to study a book that talked about the lost years of Christ. So, what does that mean? Well, if you're a Christian, you know that the Bible does not talk about what Yeshua, the Messiah, aka Jesus, was doing from the years of 12 years old to 30 years old. It doesn't say anything about that in the Bible, but there are lots of other books and documentaries that suggest, that prove that he was in India. And that's what I read, a book 20, 30 years ago, maybe, about those facts, those stories. But in the journey of March Walk for Peace, I've had discussions with Christians about those lost years of Christ, and that just created, oh my goodness, that triggered people like crazy. How dare you talk of that blasphemous talk that the 12 from 12 to 30, that a man from Israel, from the Middle East, would walk with his rich uncle to India. And for all those years, that's what's so really strange to me. For all those years, he would study with the Tibet monks, the Buddhists in Tibet and India and all other places. It wasn't just Tibet. And the interesting thing, the Dalai Lama, it's come out that the Dalai Lama has some ties to the Epstein Island. And some people, Christians, just love this. I had someone send me a message on Facebook. Look at how bad the Dalai Lama is. He was on an island with Epstein. Yeah, and so this is typical reaction to the idea that Christ could have been a Buddhist or a monk or a meditator in India and Tibet. So I want to just suggest to you that we don't have to argue about whether he was in India or not. Let's just look at the spirituality of the message that the monks brought in their walk for peace. That's what I want to suggest, because in my belief, understanding, let's change that. To be spiritually blind means suffering. That's what it means to be spiritually blind. I had a relationship with a man for 5 years, for the last 5 years ago, who was spiritually blind. And I mean spiritually blind, because he was raised in the Seventh-day Adventist church, not raised, but he became a pastor in the Seventh-day Adventist church, and he followed the rules of the Bible, Sabbath keeping on Saturday, and he spent so much time in our relationship. He spent so much time on his knees praying with the Bible open, which for me was kind of interesting, because I wasn't there anymore. I had the first 20, 30 years of my life, I was studying the Bible. So the Bible is in me. It's in me. There's not a scripture that anyone can quote to me that I don't remember and understand, and I can translate it on another level now, spiritual level. Because for me, and for many of us who spent time in Sunday school and graduated into other beliefs, that the Bible for us has become a book of allegories, metaphors, and symbolism. So seeing these men walking for 109 days in their bare feet sometimes. In fact, today, the venerable monk was standing in his bare feet in 40-degree, not just standing, walking 40-degree temperatures in Washington, D.C. And that just was another indication of the strength and discipline in this man. But the one thing, if you noticed, On his shoulder was a quilt-like heavy blanket with medals from all the governments that he visited in his 109 days walking from Texas to Washington, D.C. Did anybody notice that? I could bring up a picture if you like. But his 109 days, every stop, every government, every city, every county, every major government location that he went through, there was a medal put on that comforter, like heavy blanket, and he walked with it the whole time. It's like, why? I still don't understand why he had to do that. But I do know this. When someone posted something in TikTok about the armor that the priest, Aaron the priest, wore, and they mentioned the onyx on the shoulders, I went to the scripture that they quoted, and I have to read it to you to give you the level of spirituality that we've been witnessing for 9 days with these monks walking from Texas. This scripture is in the book of Isaiah. It's not the New Testament, even. It's not about the New Testament stuff. In the book of Isaiah, we have this scripture that reads, let me take my glasses off. Chapter 9, verse 6. For us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. And his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty El, the Everlasting Abba, the Prince of Peace. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, that was like, wow, 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 wow. A man walking from Houston or from Fort Worth, Texas, 109 days in cold winter, storm, hot, whatever, with a blanket with the government on his shoulder, talking about peace, the Prince of Peace. That just sealed it for me that this man represented on a spiritual level the Messiah, Yeshua, Prince of Peace, come to give us an important message for 2026, which equals a 1. All these things are very spiritual. Again, if you don't evolve spiritually and you're spiritually blind, you can't see these types of things. A man walking 109 days, and guess what? Add up 109, that's a 1, which is a unity. We're in the 2026 is 1, unity. This is all about unity, brothers and sisters. Spiritually, mentally, mindfulness, it's all about unity, coming together. We came together with these monks everywhere they went. There were people lined up, all races and religions. And then in DC, religions came together, unity, 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 oneness, oneness, oneness. So this mission for the Prince of Peace, to remind us what we're here for, to evolve and develop peace within with the breath, peace within with the breath, and mindfulness that says, stop reacting to the president, to the Congress, to the elite, to all this, to Epstein. Stop reacting and just stay in peace. Now, I know that's hard to do because I've seen it in having conversations. Even watching the monks enter Washington, D.C., I was looking at the comments that people were making as they were walking into Washington, D.C., the final end of their journey. And people were like, well, where's the president? Why isn't he here? And I was like, that's your monkey mind being tested, because we should be focusing on the peace event that's happening. But the comments were often off the subject that we were watching, the March of the Prince of Peace, and they went off in different directions, which is what he's been teaching for 109 days, that your mind will be distracted and it will be hard to focus on peace march, developing the peace within, breathing. Anytime something comes up, the war in Iran, oh my goodness, the war is so horrible. Monkey mind, listen to the monkey mind. Oh, peace in or war in Iran. Oh, I hear that. I think that, but back to my breathing. to keep the peace. So he said to us, we're the greatest people in the world now because we have a spiritual message to bring peace to the world, not by our protests. It's not going to work. We've been protesting. Look how long we protested the Vietnam War. Didn't do a thing really. We had men come home with PTSD like crazy. Men come home committing suicide. Protesting didn't do a thing, but it helped us feel better maybe. But now we're at a place, 2026. The Prince of Peace has shown up, marched for 109 days. The spiritual message is, if we take personal responsibility, practice mindfulness and breathing, the universe, this cosmic order of energy above us, will pour down more peace in our lives. That's hard to even imagine, that just taking personal responsibility to stay calm and peaceful in situations will help the universe mirror what we're doing. That's the message. And so I pray tonight that all of you who are listening, who are watching, and who have followed these men, as he said, we're going to do this for the rest of our lives. I am going to be reminded every day to wake up, write down, today is going to be my peaceful day. It needs to be pen in hand, paper. Everybody pay attention. Paper, pen in hand. Today is going to be my peaceful day. This action alone is creating peace, an energy of peace, writing it down and reading it silently, and then reading, today is going to be my peaceful day. Guess what? Spiritual energy rises in the atmosphere, and the universe, as we've been taught for 109 days, is going to honor that. That's why we're the greatest people in the world now, who get this message, who walk with it, who live it and carry it forward. We're the greatest people in the world. The Trumps and the leaders of other countries, they're puppets. They're performers on a stage of politics to help us wake the F up and take responsibility. Today is going to be my peaceful day, every day, every morning. That's our job. And then to go about not reacting to the foolishness around us. The people in Minnesota, bless their little hearts, all that protesting, anger, and bitterness about ICE. Do whatever you need to do, but it's not going to help, because you're going to get more of the same, is what the message, a spiritual message is. You'll get more of what you're putting out, because the universe is all about karma and reaping and sowing and mirroring. Whatever you're mirroring, that's what you're going to get. So I want to encourage you to really try and do what we've been taught for 100. These men made a great sacrifice. Oh my goodness, through sickness and suffering, their bodies, their backs, everything. But the government was on his shoulder. He's the Prince of Peace in my mind. And all these people who say, well, he couldn't be the Prince of Peace. There's only one person who can be the Prince of Peace. Well, where is he? Where is he? I say he comes in a form of spirit first. Then we see them, and then we act on the message they bring. Meditation, breathing every day, breathing in difficult situations, stopping, paying attention to one thing at a time. Stop multitasking, trying to do all that, because not focusing is not going to bring clarity to the universe about what we're about, which is peace, responding to every situation with peace and walking that way every day. Why? Because we want the universe to honor what we do here in our heart. This energy going out everywhere, changing our families, changing the communities, changing the world. Here we go. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year because there are more and more people now who are going to walk in this peace journey and create the atmosphere, the energy, the spiritual message of not reacting, but responding with, may you be in peace, joy, and happiness, instead of F you, F you. Every time we hear F you, I think we're going to hear less F yous now because that's the energy that people love to respond to. F you, that. We're going to hear less of that maybe, and may you be in peace and happiness more. And that's what we're looking forward to. And those of you who choose to be spiritually blind, I just want to give you a warning that keeps coming to me that you're going to suffer. Because I witnessed it with my own eyes with someone very close to me who was unwilling and unable to evolve into their spiritual, authentic self. And they suffered greatly. I mean, really suffered. The prostate, the prostate, the colon, the bladder mainly, and the kidneys. 4 organs just inflamed, because that person could not move into a spiritual lifestyle that put the Bible down and just lived it in peace and tried new things like meditation. Yeah, it's okay. It's meditation. It's just breathing in and sending out love energy as you breathe in and out. Love to yourself first, and then to other people will see that love. They will feel that love. They will see it and feel that love when you do it first. That's the message for tonight. I don't think I need to say too much more. I don't see any more comments other than our friend it might be from India. I have no idea. But thank you, the Ing Yi Ang 4755. He sent us a message. If anyone knows, can translate that, please do. But in the meantime, we give thanks for all these messages and for your presence here. And may you all be in peace and calm for the rest of the evening. I'm going to go visit my grandchildren. They're here now. And we might do something tonight. Yeah, it's still early. So everybody have a really peaceful evening and keep up the good meditation work and the good breath work. Mindfulness is the theme of the year. Mindfulness. Me remembering that this is the command center here, and as the venerable monk said, only you can mess it up. Stop blaming other people. We got to come out of this blame game. We're not going to blame other people for what happens to us anymore. If you are mindfully breathing in and out, responding with love and kindness and compassion, your life's going to be wonderful, 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 because the universe is so ready to bless us when we change our hearts within. And you're going to have perfect health too. That's the other good thing about being mindful and responding, emotional awareness with love and peace and joy and gratitude and forgive. You're going to have perfect health. It's going to be a great year, great year. And Washita Wellness says, yes, thank us. And that's thank us, united souls coming together to bless each other, respect each other, whatever your faith is, your belief, as long as it's in peace and joy and happiness and positivity, we're going to do it. All right, we're in this together. Thank you all. Everybody have a good evening. And if you missed any of the Walk for Peace, it's on Facebook, it's on YouTube. You can go back and experience that powerful energy from what I call the Prince of Peace, Yeshua. He's back. That's my feeling, and I'm so joyful because of that. So any comments or questions? Let me just bring up. And to all my yogi friends, I give so much thanks to my family of yogis, because I was seriously changed by the support from all my yogi friends who don't think like religious minds. They think more like meditators. And I'm trying to find, okay. They think more like those people who meditate and who want peace. So thank you, all my yogi friends. Namaste, Satnam, and to especially my synchronistic human family, Nib Taharka and my sister Tawida, who have helped me evolve into the new calendar, which is especially spiritual because it takes us out of the Gregorian mindset, the 12-month calendar. Thank you, thank you. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, and then all my Native American relatives who are keeping me in a ancestral mind of going back to the things that really work, the things that are all good. So, shalom, everybody. Have a good evening. Talk to you on Friday, Health and Wellbeing with Viada.